Greywood Bay, a small coastal town with breathtaking views and a history that ran deeper than its ocean, was supposed to be a fresh start for Zelda and her Uncle Mark. After a devastating fire destroyed their previous community, they moved to rebuild their lives. But as soon as they arrived, Zelda felt it, an eerie presence, a heavy silence that made the air feel thick. Strange whispers followed her in the fog, ghostly murmurs of things long forgotten. It started small. Zelda would hear soft footsteps at night, shadows passing in the corner of her eye. At first, she thought it was just her mind playing tricks on her, still shaken by the trauma of the fire. But as the days passed, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. The voices of the dead, haunting her every step. Her Uncle Mark dismissed it as stress, but Zelda knew better. Something was wrong in Greywood Bay. While exploring the old cliffs that overlooked the foggy coast, Zelda stumbled upon an ancient stone with strange markings. It was there that she met Miss Harlow, an old woman who lived in seclusion. "This land is cursed," Miss Harlow warned. "The fire wasn't the end, child. It was the beginning. Greywood was built on a pact, and now the debt must be paid." Zelda shivered as the wind seemed to carry the same whispers she heard in her dreams. Mark was struggling in his own way. He tried to put on a brave face, but the weight of his past demons was starting to show. Nightmares plagued his sleep, memories of the fire, and the things he couldn't save. The ghosts of his failures seemed to follow him, too. And as Zelda's behavior grew more frantic, he worried not only for her, but for his own sanity. Greywood's darkness was sinking its claws into both of them. The fog that rolled into Greywood Bay each night felt alive, creeping into every corner, hiding secrets within its depths. Zelda couldn't escape the whispers. They called to her, drawing her toward the bay's edge, where the waves crashed against the rocky shore. One night, she followed the whispers, only to find herself standing at the water's edge, staring at the fog-covered ocean. In the distance, a figure moved beneath the water, something ancient, something watching. Zelda and Mark began to dig into the town's history, uncovering the dark secrets buried beneath its peaceful exterior. Centuries ago, the founders of Greywood made a pact with a mysterious entity from the sea, trading their souls for wealth and power. But now, the time had come for the debt to be collected. The fire was just the first act of the darkness rising from the depths. The whispers that haunted Zelda were the voices of those who had tried to warn others before. It had always been too late. Zelda's visions grew worse. The figure in the fog was no longer distant. It was coming closer, and its voice was growing clearer. Mark, too, began to feel its presence, a coldness that gripped his heart. They realized the entity, the one who had made the pact, was rising from the sea to claim its due. It wanted not just their souls, but the town itself. The once peaceful Greywood Bay was about to face a reckoning. The tides of darkness were rising. With no one else to turn to, Zelda and Mark knew they had to face the entity alone. Armed with nothing but ancient knowledge from Ms. Harlow and a few relics from the town's history, they made their way to the cliffs, where the entity's power was strongest.